Okay, so g'day and welcome back to Varieties, Coins and Banknotes, and in today's video we're looking at Filipino coin varieties. So we have two 5 peso coins of the older series, no longer minted but still in circulation and still legal tender. So these ones have two varieties on this side. One of them you need to look for is the date. In 2009 they seem to have changed the date on the fonts, and after that period I've had four different varieties. Okay, another variety is the sun. This one has the long rays, but they almost hit the border of the cog wheel. Then you got ones that do not hit the border, so they end substantially. So probably about 1 or 2 millimeters from the actual border. So that's that side. And this side, you got the mint mark, MM. So you need to look for coins that are missing the mint mark. And that's basically all the varieties you're going to find on this coin. But there is one day, I think 2009, which had a thin border going around. So these ones, that's what you should also look for. Although it's not too common. So anyway, then we have the 1 peso. So the 1 peso coins. So this one looks like a bit of a weak strike, but basically the same thing. You're looking for different fonts on the 1993. So we're going to look for those in these coins. So for the 5 peso, this is the one without the mint mark, 95, but obviously some other years. And this is the mint mark you're looking for. Then we have the fonts. So on the 5 peso you got die 1, die 2, die 3, die 4. So this one's the most common. These ones are actually bigger, so they've got more spacing. But this one, the numerals are thin. This one, the numerals are thicker. And this one, the numerals are in between. And here we have the rays of the sun. So this one almost reaches the border. And this one, cuts off fairly quickly towards the border. Then you need to find, so this has frosting, so some of the coins have frosting, and this one is without. And here we have the dates. So we've got reverse 1, then in 2009 they issued 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after that they have, most of the fonts have either 2 or 3. So the scarce one will be 4, in which for 2009, as well as 3 for 2009. Looks like most of them are pretty much the number 1. So obviously they were playing around here, and in corresponding years afterwards they changed the font, so you need to check that. Okay, so for the 1 peso, you need to check the actual expression on his face. So this one's more refined, this one's more brutal, so especially the ears. Then we have Jose. So obviously this one, the top and bottom match, and this one the J is smaller, so you need to check that. Hopefully I didn't forget. And here we have the 3 fonts, so die 1, die 2, die 3, and you can see the differences. This one's close together but smaller fonts, and this one's spaced wide apart. You can see the difference on those ones. And if you go down and look at the reverses, you can see this is also 2009. This started to happen. So we have, and then afterwards, usually every year they issue probably 2 or 3 different varieties. So reverse 2, 3, and also frosted. So you need to check for that as well. Anyway, let's just go through the coins and see what we find. Okay, so basically, these both have the mint mark on it. And on the other side, we have, it looks like type 1. Okay, so obviously these dates are not going to be, so 2003, 2005, not going to be much variety in those. Okay, then we have 2012. Looks like Jose matches up. The face is more gracile. On this side we have, looking at the fonts, on 1993, is that doubling? So that 1993 looks like type 2. Okay, next coin. Okay, this one looks like type 1. What date is that? 2009. Okay, maybe I'll put the 2009s together. Then what was these? Yeah, so I think that's type 1. So I'll put type 2 and type 3. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one looks like it's type 3. So that's 2013. Yeah, Jose's the same. Yeah, I'm going to put that as type 3. Maybe we'll compare them and see if they are the actual case. Okay, this one, 13 as well. Nothing in Jose. Oh, I keep on forgetting that these are coin metal rotated. Yeah, that looks like type 3 as well. So if we compare the two that I have, hopefully. Okay, the fonts on the one down below is close together. And the one at the top is spaced fairly apart. So obviously type 2 and type 3. Okay, then we have this one. That one also looks like type 2. How about this one? And Jose. I keep on treating them like American coins. So yeah, that one, what we're saying, type 2. Okay, this one. It's just type 1. Looks like type 1 because the two nines are actually close together. And 2007. So we'll just check and see if... And this one looks like the brutal version of the effigy. So look at the lips. Okay. Well, let's move in. Because these are... There's also copper, nickel plated steel, so... Yeah, look at the ears. Ears definitely different. Anyway, so that's type 1, type 2. Which one was that? Type 3. Okay, let's have a look at this coin. And the ears a bit small. Jose, and turn it around. That looks like type 3. That looks like type 2. So it's easy to actually pick it up. And also you can see that the star is fairly away from the rim. Though it's not really different to that one. How about another coin? Okay, so yeah, top one looks closer to the rim than this one. So obviously it's basically what yeah, type 2. Okay, let's look at this. Yeah, that's grey soul. I'm gonna say grey soul and brutal. Okay, type 2. Okay, 1994. Okay, this is a brutal effigy. So how I'm going to compare them is the ear. So in here the ear is long. In here it's actually quite short and smaller. So obviously you've got the two different effigies that you can see there. And so type 2, type 1. Okay, so here we have, yeah, this is a brutal one again, 94. Was there. And that's also type 1. And this, let's have a look at the other ones. Looking at the star this time. Okay, that's it for that. Then we have 14. It says the grey soul effigy, and this is type 2, 1998. So this one should be the copper nickel. Okay, it's a brutal with the long ear. Jose is whatever. And this side, type 1, 2015. Yeah, smaller ear. And 93. So this one's type 2. I'll talk about this down here, the date. I always talk about the date. No, we're not going on a date, sorry. Okay, Jose, grey soul, and type 2. Type 2. So type 2 has these smaller fonts. 2011. Well, it has doubling on the rim, which is pretty common for coins around the world. And this one, type 2 again. Jose, small ear. Okay. Type 2, a little bit of a weaker strike though. 16. Okay, this one is, looks like type 2 again. Is that type 3? Anyway, it's well circulated coin. This one's 95. Brutal face. So that should actually be type 1. Anyway, then we have a 96 coin. We'll say is normal. And 93, that is, okay, get a focus on it. Type 1. Okay, so let's compare it with another one. Let's see if we've got a type 1 or type 2. Yeah, type 1. And the last one is, yeah, it looks like type 1 actually. Does it look the same as this? Let's compare it, baby. Yeah, they look like type 1. So it gets a bit hard to actually compare these coins. Especially this is my first time doing it. Okay, so basically, yep, I'm just going to put on type 2. Anyway, hope this helps you with your coin collecting. So we have the type 1 font, we have the type 2 font, so type 2. So another way you can compare it is that the 3 up the top and down below has, right at the top has the little blob at the top. And then we have type 3, which are more spaced apart. So that is basically what you're looking for on these coins. And also, okay, also the bottom of the 9s here goes down a lot more, so it's longer than this one. So these two, the length of the 9s is the same, but the spacing between each of the dates is a lot wider, and also these are a lot fatter than those. Okay, so I hope this helps you with your coin collecting. Just looking for different varieties. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time.